Former Kaduna Central Senator Shehu Sani has strongly criticized the Nigerian government's decision to halt electricity provision to the Republic of Niger in the wake of the recent military coup that toppled President Bazoum from power. In a recent tweet, Sani expressed his concerns. This discontinuation of electricity supply to the Niger Republic is having dire consequences on essential facilities such as hospitals, schools, residences, and businesses. Rather than exerting pressure on the military junta, this move is disproportionately affecting the general populace of Niger and fostering animosity towards our nation. Sani further contended that the collective action taken by both Nigeria and the ECOWAS in advertently uniting the people of Niger behind their newly established military government. He pointed out that the combined efforts of France, ECOWAS, and Nigeria are inadvertently compelling Nigerians to adapt to a self-reliant existence, thereby prompting them to embrace a future with reduced external dependencies. The decision to sever electricity supplies, while ostensibly intended to isolate the military junta, is generating unintended consequences. Rather than weakening the newly formed government, the action appears to be galvanizing public support around the military's leadership, inadvertently turning the population's focus inward. The unintended outcome stands as a stark reminder of the complexity inherent in geopolitical interventions, wherein efforts to influence a nation's political trajectory can yield unpredictable results. The situation serves as a reminder that the repercussions of international actions can ripple far beyond their intended scope. The former senator's statement also shed light on the potential limitations of punitive measures as effective tools for influencing the course of events in a foreign nation. In conclusion, Shehu Sani's vocal condemnation of Nigeria government's decision to suspend electricity supplies to Niger Republic highlights the unintended consequences of such actions. Well, they believe that since the people are supporting the military government, that by the time they start feeling it, because the government, the junta, the leaders of the juntas will not feel it as much as the masses will be feeling it, but they believe that once they begin to feel it so badly, they will protest against the military government. That is one of the key things and one of the reasons why they are doing this. But for what they are doing to affect the junta leaders, of course it's not going to affect them. They know that for sure. So what Shehu Sani is saying that but now the reverse is the case. For the people now to be working against the or protesting against the military government, they are now sympathizing with them, and it will make them to feel that okay, we can do things on our own without anybody giving us anything. If there's any problem or any kasala boss anytime, nobody will now be telling us, oh, we are going to remove what we are giving you, we are going to take away what we are giving you. Now let them even face their problems and stop this interference, because they don't want to, because a lot of aids, a lot of benefits that the country has been getting, and mind you, irrespective of what the country or the leadership of the country has been getting from the international community, it does not even get to the masses. So it makes no sense, it makes no meaning in the first place, because the politicians, just like the other countries are still giving aid to Nigeria. Ask me whether Nigerians are getting it. The highest that the politicians will do is just to gather maybe 200 people or 100 people and give them something and say, oh yes, or most of the time you might not even know what the help they are even rendering to the country. And most of the time this of maybe they know these international communities who always give aid to all these African countries, maybe they don't know that those things don't get to the masses, but they don't care, because the leaders, the politicians, are the ones that will take decisions, and they are the ones that will do the bidding of the so-called colonialists and all of that. So what Shehu Sani is saying is that the people will now begin to see other countries who are trying to fight the junta military, because the people themselves have not even benefited anything in the first place. So why should they continue in democracy that does not favor them, that just favors few? And that is exactly what is happening in most of the African countries. Why should they be borrowing money? If they borrow money and you use it judiciously, not that you borrow money and you share it among yourself, at the end of the day, the country continue to go deeper in poverty. And it's been said the Niger Republic is one of the poorest countries in the world, but Nigeria is the capital of people living in abject poverty. How do you talk about that? It's just unfortunate. So all this graduate Tinubu they do, who advise am make e dey do am? Like the northerners who voted for Tinubu, they all, of course they supported him massively, but the so-called northerners are not happy with the situation of things. They don't want all these things that Tinubu is doing. So they are saying that these people are our brothers, but does it mean Tinubu is seeing them as a people that Nigeria has a very long relationship with? It doesn't see it that way. So it's just unfortunate. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.